Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, and each an 18-time undefeated, undisputed extreme heavyweight champion of the world, Peter Joseph here, for a Friday evening video, right here on a very dark and mysterious and very legendary former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadow's Lair 2.0. And this is episode number 81 of the Shadow's Lair 2.0 series. Thank you all for watching on this Friday evening, August the 29th, 2025. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there in the Shadow's Lair, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment in the video if you like, but if you leave stupid comments, you're going to get blocked and then sent to that Shadow Realm, placed in an Iron Maiden, and then Ozzy and Satan will eat the rest of your soul! Pretty much they will do that. Trust me on that. So don't do it. You're going to do that, go on your dumb, dead channel, your boring channel that nobody gives two fucks about, and just do your bull crap over there, because you're not going to do it over here. We're not going to say it in my face, because you're not going to, because you're too to do that, so I digress on that. But you want to do that shit going on your dead channel, because you want to do it on mine, you're going to get blocked, and if you don't like it, then go cry, little bitch. And that's that. So, do that to all my channels and all that other shit. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that fucking bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because if you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the face, because you, yes you, watching, I know you are watching right now, you fat fuck. No, you other pieces of garbage, I know you're watching me, you stalking bastards. You, yes you, you're SOL. You know what that means, and if you don't know, you need to get slapped even more. And that's that. And for our first-time viewers that are just floating around YouTube at this time of night, and just looking at this gorgeous, sexy face, as I aim to please, right, ladies? But it is what it is. But if you're floating around YouTube, you see this particular video, and you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, and give my other channels your love and support. Lots of content on my channels, more to come through the rest of this year. And that's that. But when you do subscribe to my channel, as we say in the business, well, thank you for watching. Welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice Pepsi or whatever you got. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, get out of here. Go watch somebody else. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday, something for the weekend. Alright, it's Labor Day weekend, my friends, the unofficial end of summer. Ladies and gentlemen, unofficially, I get to say this, the summer is over. I am in command. So, the summer's over, ladies and gentlemen. All you dumb fucks are going to be going back to school, or college, or wherever you're going to. University, whatever it may be, but if not, you have to go back to work on Tuesday. Sucks, but it is what it is. You gotta make the money you gotta make, make the money that you wish you had. Well, I make the money that you wish you had, but it is what it is. But lots of people are on the road right now, going to wherever they're going for vacation, to the airports, going to whatever they may be, going this weekend and coming back probably Monday night, because it's going to be packed on those. Yeah, it's pretty much going to be packed on those highways and byways. But wherever you may be going this Labor Day weekend, please be safe, be well. Hopefully the weather cooperates. I know there's some places going to be raining and bleh for your Labor Day festivities. If you're going to have a barbecue, you're doing anything in the backyard, or whatever you're going to be doing. If it's going to be raining, well, stay inside. Sorry. But, it is what it is. Here in the Northeast, not going to be that bad. Not too hot. Nice around 75, 80 degree weather. Excellent weekend. I'm going to go enjoy it tomorrow. And pretty much, Sunday we got Clash in Paris from the WWE main roster. Actually, fun. And then Sunday night we'll be doing some stuff. And then Monday, pretty much gonna be going to a Labor Day barbecue with some friends and the missus, of course. And that's it. Then we watch Monday Night Snore to end our Labor Day festivities. And next Thursday, this Thursday night, the return of the NFL in the league where they play. Okay, we got the not so good looking Cowboys. They got rid of Micah Parsons yesterday. He went to the freaking Packers. So, you think the Cowboys gonna go anywhere this year? How about them Cowboys? Stephen Smith was going berserk this morning on First Take. Berserk! I loved it. Because you know how he hates the Cowboys as it is. But he's a real Niner fan. But I digress. So we got football next week. Cowboys, Eagles, the pedophile Eagles, coming in to defend their title. We'll see what happens with them, with the Giants, the Jets, my Niners, those garbage Chiefs. With Travis Kelce, the guy that's now engaged to that slut Taylor Swift. Oh, we're gonna hear about that all fucking season. Please do not let the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl again, because it'll be... I hope they break up. I'm not saying this to be a bad person, but they both fucking suck, and it's not gonna last. If you follow Taylor Swift's career, she's been with so many guys... Slept with so many guys, too. I mean, she can't close her legs like Rebby Hardy. But I digress on that. But, she's gonna break up with Travis Kelce. She's gonna write like 5 fucking albums worth of their breakup. It's gonna be insane. I'm like, who cares? Her new album sucks, too. Who gives a fuck about Taylor Swift? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about her? You know what it's all about? It's all about this. It's all about the metal, baby. That's what's on the charts these days, not that fucking slut. Fuck her. But I digress on that. But, congrats to them, I guess. I digress. But anyway, lots of good stuff coming up next week. And going into September, we got a lot of good stuff coming at the end of September. And a huge month of October with a lot of pay-per-views coming up in October. And as we go into November and December, lighten the load a little bit before we get to 2026. But we got that. But we got SmackDown. Well, for those of you who didn't see it on the VPN today, like I didn't watch it, so don't tell me in the comments. I'm not going to care. I'm going to be watching it in an hour anyway, so on the USA Network. So I did not read the spoilers. So we got that. And congrats to Cody! MD Cody! You bitch! Baby number 2. Got another beautiful baby girl named Leilani to go with Liberty. We didn't know that freaking Brandy Rose was pregnant. I mean, you snuck that in there, Cody, you snuck it in, you know what I mean? You bitch. Yeah, but congrats to Cody and Brandy. That's why Cody was written off. Not because of Drew McIntyre wiping the floor with him, but that's probably why we're going to get Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton and this voice this weekend at Clash in Paris. We were supposed to get Drew and Cody for the unified title. Well, we're not going to get that. So probably WrestlePalooza. If ever, we'll see. That'd be a good co-main event. Think about it. Cody and Drew for the unified title. Allegedly, John Cena and Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. That's a pretty damn good co-main event right there. I think. Way better than All Out's main event, which is Edge and Christian against FTR. That's the main event, basically, in my eyes, unless there's something better, but... And Edge and Christian are going to win. That's obvious. I mean, they're going to make... Tony Khan is going to make Edging Christian news in their hometown, like that he's done it before. With people like Isla Dawn and Mark or Mandrews who lost in the UK. Come in! What are you missing? Why is people losing in their hometown? If I was making my debut in AEW or in NXT in my hometown, I will go to Shawn Michaels, I will go to Hunter even, and I will go to Tony Khan and say, you are not making me lose to some big name guy. I don't give a fuck if it's Mercedes. No, I don't care if it's fucking Wardlow. I don't care if it's fucking the Hangman Adam Page or even that schmuck MJF. I am winning in my hometown, so give me some fucking other jobber. Give me Kip Sabian for all I care. Beat him in like 2 minutes. Let me come out with my epic theme song and my entrance, and then let me do my work, give me my money, and I'm out. I'll just take Mina Shirakawa to the hotel. Mina! You know. Hey, I heard, Anna Jay, you're single now, huh? You know, slide in my DMs later. Or just, she broke up with Jack Perry. No wonder he's been out of, the limelight and trying to call the box. Like, Matt and Nick, I need to come back. I gotta get some money. Anna Jay freaking, dumped me. I need some money. I need to get another chick. Do you have anybody in mind? Click. No wonder the Bucks have been ghosting him lately. If you watch BTE this past Monday. 45-second BTE, which is, like, strange. The last 2 episodes have been really short. The comeback episode was, like, what, 3 to 5 minutes, somewhere around there. And then Monday was, like, 45 seconds, because they just show what happened in the cage match. They're eating pizza and everything. And then Jack Perry, mysteriously calls them, and then they're like, oh, I'm not gonna pick it up. What? He wanted to sell you real glass! Cry me a river! Come on, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, you fuckers. Come on. Give the guy some credit. Make up, Bring back the Elite, man. Bring back Kenny, too. Bring back the karaoke, please. No, all you had to do, Kenny, was call me. Maybe. MySpace, Kenny! That's all you had to do. That's all they have to do is bring back the karaoke and they'll get like 1 million+ hits. With Kenny and maybe if they can get him, Adam Cole, baby. That'd be fun. They could, reimagine that song or something. Or do something else. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. We got a lot of good stuff this weekend. Got SmackDown coming up in a little bit. And we got a live Collision tomorrow. Interesting. And then Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Clash in Paris. That's Paris for you dumb people at home. But tonight, pretty much coming up in a little bit, Ring of Honor presents the 22nd annual Death Before Dishonor. So this is your Death Before Dishonor predictions. Death Before Dishonor comes your way from the EC Dub Arena, or the 2300 Arena, on the corner of Swanson and Whitner in that filthy city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I know that I'm wearing a Mech shirt. I know they won 5 games. I know they won 19-4 because Kyle Schwarber takes the steroids. I know. Don't worry about it. I know. Don't worry. Don't worry. Jonathan's going to pitch a no-hitter tonight. Hopefully. He's nervous. I know he's nervous. Getting on that mound right about now to face those disgusting Miami Marlins who, Mets just played like Little League team. Oh, shit. And Pete Alonso, you need some practice at first base some more. You cannot throw the ball to first base. How old are you? You're 20, 30 something almost, and you can't throw to first base? Dude! Home run king, all-time Mets home run king, but come on. You can't throw to first base simple throw to first base. Ah! Who are you throwing it to? We got a hot chick in the fucking first row on the other side of the freaking diamond? Come on now. Dude. Wake up. Fundamentals. Come on. We learned about this in spring training and we're fucking this up at the wrong time. Dude, it's not even September yet. We're 5 games out with 28 to play. Can we stop now? It's nitty-gritty time. Get in the car, put that thing in fucking reverse, let's see you bastards do 90. That's what I want the Mets to do. Sit back, throw the car into 90 and go boom, right into the playoffs. And then just do damage. Fuck the Phillies, they're garbage. All they got is Schwarber, that's it. Schwarber and Harper, who sometimes wakes up. And then maybe, another Met killer, Castellanos. And if Wheeler is back, oh boy. Wheeler's got that problem. He might be out for the season. Or it kind of is, I think, but if he is, well, that kind of works out for the Mets if the Mets and Phillies face off in the first round or the division round like it did last year. Well, we don't want that. We want the Phillies to be bye-bye. I don't care if they make the playoffs. I hope they just get beat in the first round. But we move on. Alright, let's get to your Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor predictions, and we move on. Alright, we have 11 total matches. We have 9 on the pre-show, 2 on the, 0 hour. We got that. So let's get to the boring, always gonna watch pre-show. So the first match, and I'm taking this from the Wikipedia page, of course. So, alright, we're gonna start off with Adam Priest. We got a fatal 4-way for $50,000 of Tony Khan's money that he could use to buy more cocaine. Why are you giving out all your money? So they can buy weed or whatever they're gonna buy? Maybe I know they got hospital bills to pay because you don't pay them. But in any case, we got Adam Priest and Hideko, A.R. Fox, and Jalistico of LFI. And Hideko of the SAP. Not the SAT, that's somebody else. I know him very well. But we got that. If I had to give this to anybody, I really don't care. To be honest with you, I don't care. I do not give a fuck who wins the $50,000. But if I had a gun to my head, who would win? I'd go with A.R. Fox. There's nothing bad about Angelico. There's nothing really that bad about Jalistico. Adam Priest is like a jobber in this match. I'm like, why? I'm not really even looking forward to most of the matches on this card, except for maybe a couple. Which is really Athena and Mina Shirakawa for the Forever Championship. Bandito and Hichiseto for the World Title. And the Tag Title match. With a mystery partner. I wonder who that could be. Is it a certain Ayatollah of rock and roller? Or could it be somebody else from Ring of Honor? Somebody new? It could be Orange Cassidy. I don't know who it could be. I guess we'll find out later. We'll move on with that. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to go to A.R. Fox to win the $50,000 match. Don't care. Then, the second and final match on the pre-show, then again, Tony Khan can just add random matches. We got Black Machismo. Ooh, yeah, did it. Jay Lethal taking on, CCW's own Jordan Oliver, former Wire champion, former junior heavyweight champion. He's a high flyer from the indie circuit, mostly CCW. He has wrestled in GCW a little bit. And I'll tell you what, I've seen, if you haven't seen this guy, you're going to be in for a treat. Very talented wrestler. Like I said, high flyer. Not so much Jay Lethal back in the day he was, and now he's like old. As old as balls, but, it is what it is. I gotta go with Jay Lethal. I gotta go with experience in this one. So I'm gonna go with Black Machismo, the Macho Man elbow, yeah. But not as good as me, Mr. Joseph. I know, Randy. I know. Thank you. He does a pretty good impression, too. Oh, yeah. I know. He does. Very good. Very good. I met him doing it, too. Liz, what do you think about that? I think he's a very talented wrestler, and he does a pretty good impression of Randy, Mr. Joseph. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. You look great, as always. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. You look great, too. Well, I'm wearing a shirt, and shorts. I didn't dress up for you tonight. I'm sorry. Next time, okay? That's okay, Mr. Joseph. Thank you for the flowers, though. You gave my wife flowers? Randy, I always give flowers to the ladies. You should know that by now. It's okay. At least Terry didn't do it, right? Terry Bollea, you fucker! Brother! Yeah, Terry, be a man, Hogan! Oh, sorry. Calm down. Calm down, guys. Calm down. They're wild up there. They're wild, you know. Buck wild! Yeah, that's right, Jay Briscoe. Buck wild on that bitch! Crazy as shit. Okay. Don't let it get too crazy. You know, I have to get Mike Awesome to calm you guys down, you know what I mean? Right, Mike? That's right! Anything really happened over the last couple of days? I haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah, where you been? I've been trying to get you. Didn't you get my text? Wait, I never got a text. Oh, hold on a second. No, I don't get a text from heaven. Damn it, I hate these phones! Hey, don't break your phone now. You might, God forbid they do have satellite transmission up there, you know. Goku and Vegeta kind of like instant transmission, shit like that. Yeah, we don't have that here. Alright, but anything really bad happen? No, not really. Jerome was trying to act like a schmuck, as usual, just that shit. It's alright. It's alright. Don't worry about Jerome, he's just a maniac. Just let him be at the bar, sniffing his cocaine, banging his whores over there. You just have fun with your chicks over there, and then, we'll party this weekend, Mike. Don't forget Jerome, he's not invited. Me and you are gonna party at the Playboy Mansion in heaven, okay? Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait for those ladies, I can't wait! I'm gonna show them how awesome I am! I can't wait to see that. Hey, Mike, there goes Mr. Softy, go get him. You wanna say bye before you get the ice cream? Bye! Okay. Mike also about to go get his ice cream now. But anyway, moving on. Alright, so Jay Lethal will beat Jordan Oliver in this boring as fuck pre-show match, and AR Fox to beat Jalisco and Hideko and Adam Priest to win $50,000. Alright, we got that. Alright, let's get to the main show, which has 9 matches. Why? Okay, we got that. I'm going to go from bottom to top. And finally, we begin the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Tournament. Finally! I wish I had my thing. Finally! About time, Tony Khan, man, you fucker. So anyway, first round match in the, women's side, quarterfinal match. We have Taya Valkyrie taking on the one and only Queen Aminata. Should be a pretty decent match. Queen Aminata has had a lot of problems with a certain group called the Triangle of Madness. That's Sky Blue, Julia Hart. She has to deal with Thekla. She has to deal with Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. But she has some help in Willow and in some ways Statlander and Holly Cameron and who else? And Anna Jay, maybe Ty Conti in there too, you throw that in. I don't think there's going to be any chaos in this match, but I'm going to go with the one and only Queen Aminata to beat Taya Valkyrie and move on to the semifinals of this tournament. I don't know when it ends, probably ending on a Ring of Honor TV special, but because after this pay-per-view tonight, we got 3+ months of build to final battle. There's nothing in between. Unless there's certain matches that'll be on, like Wrestle Dream and Full Gear and All Out, obviously. I don't know why they do that, but whatever. Alright, so Queen Aminata will go on in the tournament. Finally, it begins. Who's gonna win? Don't know, because I don't even know who's in the fucking tournament. Do we have the tournament? Let me see if I have the tournament. Brackets. I don't think we do. No, we don't. I don't have them offhand, so I don't. All right, we go with that. Moving on. All right. Then we go to a tag team match, player. We have the conglomeration of Tomohiro Ishii, not Ishii, it's Ishii. He teams up with the undefeated Hologram to take on the premier athletes, Arya Daivari, and the premier athlete himself, Tony Nese, with Smart Mark Sterling. You really think the premier athlete is going to win? Why isn't this on the pre-show? Why is it on the main show? Who wants to see this garbage? I mean, I'm talking about Hologram and Ishii should not even be on the main show. I mean, they do. In certain ways, they do. But still. This match is an email match. And the one after that is an email match. Half this fucking card should be on Ring of Honor TV. That's why I hate Tony Khan booking this shit. I could do a way better job booking Death Before Dishonor and Final Battle. I mean, Tony Khan, seriously, can you, DM me, somebody send this video to Tony Khan. I'm not lying. Send this video to Tony fucking Khan and tell him, Peter Joseph, Peter Gilmore, whatever you want to call me, I don't give a shit, from Brooklyn, New York, wants a job as a booker. I'll book Ring of Honor like it was 2010. Just give me, me and Tony Khan will talk, we'll argue. I'm not going to sniff your cocaine. No, I'll just steal all your chicks. I'll steal all the women's roster. But I digress on that. Yeah, me and Tony will talk. Sip some vino, not vino, obviously. We'll grab some Pepsi, and we'll talk like men about how the freaking stop being a fan of Ring of Honor and start being a fucking booker. Moving on. So yeah, I got Hologram and Ishii to win this easily. Alright. After that, another tag team match. Blake Christian, the vanilla guy, and his good buddy Lee Johnson, they take on, the returning Kingdom of I'm Matt Taven. He's back, thank the Lord for this guy. Matt Taven and Mike Kanellis Bennett, who's on baby number 3, I believe. 3 or 4, I don't know how many kids he has with Maria Kanellis Bennett, but I think it's baby number 3. Obviously, Maria will not be there. Sucks. But, maybe she'll be in the back. Who knows. But, yeah, the Kingdom returned to pay-per-view. Great. And back to Philly, too. An easy win for the Kingdom. Easy win for the Kingdom. That's it. Nothing else said. We're done. We're moving on. Alright. We're gonna, okay. I got one other singles match, and then we're gonna get to the title matches. As we head out. Alright. Fight Without Honor. This is gonna be a pretty brutal match. Paul Walter Hauser, that idiot, takes on QT Marshall Not. I'm going with QT. I hate the guy, but still, I hate Paul Walter Hauser even more. This match should not even be on the pay-per-view. But like I said, it's going to be hardcore, Paul Walter Hauser just making fun of Ring of Honor, making fun of QT Marshall. QT is trying to defend Ring of Honor. I care less. I don't give two fucks about this match. But I'm going to go with QT Marshall not to pick up the win, and that's it. Moving on, that's it. Alright, now we get to the title matches, which actually matter. The Ring of Honor Pure title. Lee Moriarty has almost held it for a year. He takes on Zelhua from Mexico. The CMLL guy. I don't know really that much about Zelhua. Or XL-Hua. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Hey, El Dorito Ese, how do you pronounce his name? I think it's it's blah, blah. You okay? Yeah. I'm okay, yes, I'm okay. It's Zura. Ay. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Bye, everybody. I have to go eat some nachos now. Yeah, and run away from Osito. Moving on. He's playing with his dolls again. Knock next time. Knock. You see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good. Spaceballs. Okay. Moving on. Yeah. Alright, Lee Moriarty's gonna retain. I don't even know who's gonna lose that pure title to. It's just like, he's not gonna lose it to a CMLL guy. He's gonna lose to somebody on the roster. Don't know who. I would say Matt Taven. Give him the pure title. Why not? Or Mike Bennett or anybody. Maybe Hologram. Maybe Hologram. He's undefeated. Why isn't he getting a title shot in any promotion? On the main roster or on the Ring of Honor? What is he, like 37-0? I don't know. Moving on with that. Alright, that's it. Alright, after that, let's get to the Ring of Honor tag team situation. So, we all know Dustin Rhodes has gotten double knee surgery. So he's out for a year. So the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, basically doing double duty tonight, or maybe the foreseeable future. He said, well, I got a mystery partner, whoever that might be. So they're going to be taking on my favorite tag team, the Outrunners, Turbo Floyd and Truth Madden, who still follow me on X and Instagram. Love you guys. Not like that, but if I had to say anybody comes back and teams up with Sammy, there are a lot of possibilities. I think it's going to be Jericho, but then again, maybe not. People saying maybe one of the Von Erich guys doing double duty. I doubt that. People even said the Peacock. Dalton Castle returns. I could go with that. So it's either going to be Dalton Castle, I doubt it, maybe Orange Cassidy. You gotta think, think there are people that have teamed up with Sammy, Jericho being one, since he was two-time Ring of Honor World Champion. So it's either Jericho or most likely Dalton Castle. It sucks, but that he gets a title that he never even won. But okay, we'll go with that. And then taking on the Outrunners. I really hope the Outrunners get the belts. It's about fucking time that the Outrunners get their fucking flowers. I'm sorry. Tony Khan, pull the fucking trigger already. They come this close. Are we doing the Enzo and Cash treatment with these teams now? That they're getting this close to getting the belts and then never win the belts ever, and then they break up? The Outrunners need those tag team titles. I'm sorry, they're going to win it tonight. If not, there's going to be a riot. Not in Philly, because I'm not going to riot in Philly, that shithole. But, yeah. There's going to be a riot on Twitter. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, I'm going to go with the Outrunners to win the tag team belts. From Sammy and Jericho or Dalton Castle. We'll see what happens with that. Or it could be somebody else. I don't know. Look at that. Alright, then Sammy defends the 6-man tag team titles with Marshall and Ross Von Erich. They take on the Shane Taylor promotions of Shane Taylor, the big man, Golden Bravo, and the captain, Sean Dean of STP. There might be a title change tonight. I mean, it's getting boring with the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles. Just give it back to STP. Not that it matters, because the titles don't barely get defended anyway. But, I mean, if Sammy had to hold on to one belt, I was like, alright, let them be the 6-man tag team champions with Marshall and Ross, who we barely see anyway. So, like, I don't give a flying fuck who wins the title here. But for my own video purposes, I'm going with STP to win. So we're going to get new champions tonight. in certain matches. Not all of them, but certain ones. Alright, then we go to the ladies. We have the Forever Champion getting real close to 1,000 days as champ. Athena, with my girl Billy Starks at ringside, takes on my girl, the interim Ring of Honor World Women's TV Champion. Her title is not on the line, thankfully. It's Mina, my fourth amazingly hot Asian wife, Mina Shirakawa. If Athena wins, sadly, Mina gets 69'd. Not by me, I wish it was me, but Athena basically makes Mina her 69th victim. Will it happen? Probably. I would love for Mina to win by DQ. I would be okay with that. I mean, if Mina wins the title, I'll be in shock. Because that'll end like 970, 985, whatever it is, days of Athena being the champ. I don't think it's going to happen. And I said this before. I said this since January, basically. Really since last year's final battle when Billy Starks should have won last year. I think we're going to go at this one more time. But it's not going to be in New York where it should be. In Columbus, I think it's Columbus, Ohio. Final battle 2025, December the 5th. Athena, Billy Starks, the actual final battle match. If Billy does not win, she can never, I would say, put the stipulation in, if Athena wins, Billy can't fight her anymore. I mean, there will be nobody left. There is nobody left, really, you think about it. So, either they give it to Mina, which I doubt, or they give it to Billy Starks, they have to find somebody. Who? I don't know. But I have a feeling that now Athena's going to be pretty much on the main roster, pretty much. I just say, you know what? Athena beats Mina, retires as the Forever Champion, and just says, you know what? I don't even need to fight anymore. Fuck this title. I'm going to go after the TBS title. I'm going to go after Toni Storm's title, even though she lost. I'm just going to one rough shot on the women's roster, on the main roster. Why not? I've done everything in Ring of Honor for the last 3+ years. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. So, sadly, I know my fourth wife's going to be mad at me, so no dick tonight for me. Well, no pussy, you know what I mean. You know what I meant! Mina's not going to... No, I'm not sucking your dick tonight. You pissed me off. No sushi for you. Ah, damn it. Well, I get it for my girlfriend, too. But it is what it is. I got backup. So it is what it is. So Mina will probably be pissed off at me. Probably give me, ban me from, banging her for about a week or so. But sadly, I have to go with my gut. So I'm going to go with, and it usually wins. I'm going to go with Athena to pick up the win. And that's that. And we move on. Alright, Mets are up 2-0 after one Soto 2-1 missile shot. Number 30, I believe number 33 of the year for Soto. So, 2-0 Mets. You gotta love it. And, Jonah Tong doing some good shit so far. So, we keep up to date with, Jonah. He could be, he could just pick up right where Nolan McLean is going right now. 3-0. 3 great performances this past Wednesday. He had a 8-inning gem against the Phillies as the Mets swept Philly out of New York, made Philadelphia the cleanest city in the world. And now, we'll see if the, Jonah Tong, the next in line, basically. And then we also got Sprout coming up in September. See what he can do. So, maybe a reincarnation of Generation K. You remember that with Pulsifer and, Isringhausen and, what was it? Pulsifer, Isringhausen, I forget the other guy. But that was in, the early 90s, and it fizzled out. Because everybody got hurt. Sucks. But, you never could do something like that. The big three. McLean, Tong, Sprout. And then put them in a rotation for next year. Woo-hoo-hoo. Get Mania, get the so-called tribal chief. Send him out of here. He's gone. Montez, take your coffee and get out of here. Keep Senga, even though he's like up and down. Keep Peterson in there. And then Clay Holmes gets sent to the bullpen, where he belongs. But then we'll see what happens with that. But 2-0 Mets right now. Okay. Alright, where was I? Alright, so Athena will beat, sadly, Mina Shirakawa to retain her forever title. Then, in the main event, ladies and gentlemen, for the Ring of Honor World Title, Battle of the Mexicanos, we got Bandido Ese Pero, the Ring of Honor champion, taking on the number 1 contender, Hechizuru. Should be a pretty good match. I do see a lot of interference in this match with the Don Callis family, probably the conglomeration, maybe Brody King, who will come out and do some damage. But in the end, there is no way Hechizuru is going to beat Bandido. I don't think Bandido is going to lose to maybe Final Battle, where he goes through Final Battle. But we'll see. But I'm going to go with Bandido Ese to pick up the win and retain the Ring of Honor World Title. And that's that. Alright. To recap, ladies and gentlemen, they did add a couple of matches on the pre-show. They just added these. Alright, so, they just added Ashley Fox. We know her. She's been on Ring of Honor a little bit. Indy Darling. She's taking on my girl Billy Starks. Obviously, Billy's gonna win. I love Ashley Fox, but still. I love Billy Starks even more. But that's it. So, Billy Starks win that match. And then, we got a triple threat match with the MXM Collection. We got Dion, Mason Madden, or Mace and Mansoor. They take with Johnny TV and Taya Valkyrie. Actually, they won the match. Okay. Okay, so the pre-show has started. I apologize. So Hot with Cheeseloaf, Jay Lethal beat Jordan Oliver by submission. Obviously. Got that right. Alright, so Adam Priest and Helico, AR Fox, and Jalisco are fighting right now, down now, for $50,000. So then, before that, we had MXM Collection, Mace and Mansoor, defeated the Dark Order of the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hungy, John Silver, with the man that's not really evil, Evil Uno, at ringside. They beat the frat house of Cole Carter and Grant Garrison with Jacked Jameson at ringside. MXM Collection won with the centerfold by pinfall. And I don't give a fuck! And we got that. Alright, so on the main show, alright, we got, it's gonna start up with Athena. Wow, that's gonna start? Wow. Athena and Mina are gonna start the show. I don't know if that's a great idea. I would have had them, basically it's 11 matches on the main, actually take that back, 9 matches, because I forgot the pre-show was 4. So, 9 matches. So I would have put that match number 8, put that on a cooldown match. Because I would... So, see, this is how I hate Tony Khan booking. He puts a great match to start, and then the rest of the show falls off and then goes back, goes whoop, back up like a roller coaster. Back up by the end of the show. So it's going to start with Athena and Mina. Athena's going to retain her title. Lee Moriarty is going to retain his pure title over at Zalhua. QT Marshall not destroys Paul Walterhouse on that Fight Without Honor match. I got the Outrunners to finally win the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles from Sammy Guevara and a mystery partner, which could be Dalton Castle, it could be Jericho. It's not going to be Eddie Kingston. I doubt that. But then again, you never know. He could be clear. We don't know. We got that. I got Shane Taylor Promotions to regain the 6-man tag team titles from Sammy Guevara and the Von Erich brothers. I got Queen Aminata to advance in the Women's Pure Championship title tournament. She goes on to the semis. We got more probably coming up this Thursday night on the program. Because I didn't do Ring of Honor this week. I will be doing TNA this week. So Ring of Honor is scrapped this week. But TNA will be coming probably later tonight or tomorrow. So no Ring of Honor review because it coincides with the pay-per-view. So that's that. So sorry for all you Ring of Honorites. We got that. Alright, moving on with that. So Queen Aminata to advance in the tournament. I got the Kingdom of I'm Matt Taven and Mike Bennett to defeat Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. I got Tomohiro Ishii and Hologram to defeat the Premier Athletes, Davari, and the Premier Athlete himself, Tony Nese. And in the main event, for the Ring of Honor title, Bandito S.A. will retain over Hechisalo. And that's it. And that's it for my Death Before Dishonor predictions. Leave me your predictions down below in the comment section, and we'll talk about it probably tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow, we'll do the review on my Peter Joseph channel. We got that. And also tomorrow, we got a lot of videos coming tomorrow. We got Death Before Dishonor review, TNA review. I'm going to get SmackDown tonight. What else? We're going to do Dynamite. We got to do a lot. I got to do Dynamite. I can do SmackDown. TNA. I said Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite, TNA, Death Before Dishonor. Well, SmackDown. This is tomorrow. A lot of things tomorrow. All right, well, tonight. I was like, tomorrow we're gonna do TNA. We're gonna do blah, blah, blah. We're gonna do Death Before Dishonor. We're gonna do Collision. And we're going to do Clash in Paris. That's on episode 82. So 4 videos tomorrow. And then Sunday night, late Sunday night, we're going to do the review for Clash in Paris. Get you ready for Raw on Monday. And then we'll be back to a pretty normal schedule. Hopefully after Labor Day. And that's pretty much it. So please hit that bell. Because if you don't, you're going to miss a lot. So, we got all that. But like I said, no Ring of Honor review this week, because the pay-per-view is just happening right now. Now. Everything I'm saying right now is happening right now. What happened to then? You missed it. Pretty much. So we got that. So enjoy Death Before Dishonor tonight. Enjoy SmackDown, which has already been taped. So, we'll see what happens in a little bit. And, that's it. And enjoy Clash in Paris this Sunday afternoon on pay-per-view. That's that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to do my Raw Thoughts video in a little bit. And then we're going to get to SmackDown. And then after SmackDown, we'll talk about SmackDown. And then maybe later tonight, we'll talk about Dynamite. But we'll see what happens with that. So, video number 1, number 2, SmackDown, number 3. Probably 4 videos tonight and tomorrow. So, lots of content coming your way this weekend, my friends. So, hit that bell, because you missed it. You missed it. And that's it. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.